420-day fiance.
Hello. Are you looking for people to team up with to fight the future climate wars with? Are you looking for a select group of people with a different and diverse skill set? Well, if you are, you're going to love my meetup group. It's called Apocalypse Turnup. And essentially what you do is you put in your information, what you're looking for, and it's sort of like Tinder. You can look for someone who has welding skills, maybe some medical skills, maybe they're just funny. Maybe they just are really cute. Maybe they have really strong legs. You can filter all those things through the app so you can put your crack team of
I like
paranoid
really
people.
strong
And
legs.
it's
a criteria.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's really underrated, actually. People don't think about that because of cannibalism, if you think about it. So, thank you so much for having me. I am Sophie Alexandra.
Hello. Welcome to this podcast. I'm very excited to have you. And hello, I am here as the founder and CEO of Legs to Legs, the only dating site for people who just care about legs. We are the only site that will guarantee there to be no photos other than leg photos on anyone's profiles. And
no faces, all legs.
And, you know, you can set things like strong-legged, weak-legged, you know, short-legged, bow-legged, whatever kind of legged you're into. The point is, you know, we just want to match you with the perfect legs for you. So,
wow, that's great.
Anyway,
Are you a leg person?
Oh, me, myself.
Person?
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Well, like,
just curious.
Because like it would be weird to have a whole dating site that was just about legs.
I didn't say that. I just asked a really.
I personally wasn't interested
I'm not presuming anything.
And you're saying it just would be like I just couldn't.
Okay,
have
you sound like Jim Jordan right now.
Just the site and it's just for other people.
Okay, no, that's fine. Sorry to pry by just asking that question, but either way, we are proud to bring you to this show, which is called 420 Day Fiance,
a podcast where you can find your leg soulmate, especially if you like them unwashed, like Miles. No, 420 Day Fiance, a podcast where we discuss our favorite reality show, 90 Day Fiance, and its various iterations. Today, we're going to be talking about Happily Ever After. And what's the
season 6, episode 14? You know what it is.
Snake in the grass.
Snake in the grass.
Baby.
And yeah, also like you don't have to wash your legs because all the soap runs down your body down there anyway.
That's how it doesn't though, so. And we can't keep talking about this. Wash your damn legs, Miles.
If you do a sample of soap down there, it's going to register with a lot of soap down there because it all goes down there. And that's how it works.
No,
you know?
It doesn't.
So you should really think about that.
Dirty soap water. No. Yeah.
No. Just because it's been in your butt the whole time?
I don't.
That's usually when it runs down there when I'm really cleaning my butt real good. And then I'm like, and then the water runs down from my butt down my legs. I go, leg wash. And then I get out. Boom. It's like I'm in the future or something, like the Fifth Element.
That's why your legs
cut time in half.
Always high-key smell like poop.
I don't know. It might explain why I have those weird lines running down the back of them.
You got dookie lines on your legs. I don't know what's up with that.
I don't know if that's true. And they call them sniff lines. Okay, I can't do this anymore. Anyway, yeah. So this episode is called "Snakes in the Grass," or "She's a Snake in the Grass," and it's very specific this time. Usually, like the title, seldom do we get a title that is just lifted from the show. So Punkosaurus actually has the titular role, or not the titular role, but she delivers the titular line of this episode.
Yeah, old Punkosaurus just not ever letting baby Punkosaurus become an adult Punkosaurus.
Be a full-grown Punkosaurus. Nope. Still keeping him in that egg, in his little tiny egg. Okay, so let's talk about, I guess, our first couple, Kalani and Asuelu. And
This was wild. Okay. First things first, just the assessment. It's stupid to do this right before the holidays. Yes, right. That sets the table for what's going to occur for the rest of the episode because surprise, 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 it was stupid to do this right before the holidays because Tammy and her mama don't know how to act.
I know. They don't know what. Okay, remember, they promised good behavior. Remember that whole last episode they were on? She's like, and I promise good behavior. We will be wonderful. We will be happy. We will be nice. Because last time, again, Tammy's like, I'm going to beat you up. And we all know she can't. But either way, that's what she said. And so when they come in, Kalani's like, oh, I just don't know. It feels like Satan's at my doorstep with these two people coming over. And they get there, and Tammy acts like she doesn't fucking know anyone. She says,
dude, my favorite is the opener of, hey, so how much is this house? That's your first sentence,
but you know what?
That's your first sentence?
But you know what?
How much is
I
this
love
house,
the mess.
Though?
That's a messy bonus of 3,500 points for Tammy because I love how you don't say hello to the people hosting you. You just sit down, be super hostile without talking, and then just say, how much does this house cost? Well, I don't know. And then like, the mom was like,
the mom goes, I want you to be a good girl. And then Tammy's like, I'm just saying the house is nice. Quantifiably speaking, how many envelopes of money that you could have sent to us does this house run?
Don't know. Don't know because I'm a renter. But I can tell you what the rent is. So yeah, the mom is already, she tried in the beginning because obviously we all know what this is leading to. She needs money, but she tried in the beginning to be very nice. She's like, oh my God, it's so good. Is that? Oh, hi, I love it. And, you know, she's being on her best behaviors. And then they say a prayer. And then she starts talking about her life. She's like, you know, I wake up at 4, I start weaving the mats. And then at 6, I call it a day. And I go to my bingo, please. And look, and she's like, that's what we do. We get
and just as everyone is like, oh, that's adorable. And everyone's laughing it up. She's like, so I'm older now and I'm going to need you to send me money. I'm like, you're older than what? 6
that was a
weeks
bit of a U-turn
ago when you asked for money?
Yeah. Every day I'm getting older. Don't you see that? I'm getting so old. I don't know what's going to happen to me. So I need your money now. I need it now, please. And she really starts off. She's like, I am old and I need money from you. And then God will bless you. Like,
I love the pitch. Love the pitch. You give money to me and God will bless you. The only way he'll bless you, though, that's it. So. Yeah,
exactly. That's what you get. Hey, that's what you're going to do. You're going to be like, okay, well, I just need my money. The God bless you thing is just so funny because Asuel, like I said, acting like a broke preacher. He said, look, I remember when I was a kid, you know, he's like, I'm worried about giving you money because I don't know who you're going to give it to. If you need money for your shit, I can help out in specific areas, but I'm not just going to cut you checks so you can then dish it off to whoever. And then he says, because I remember when I was a kid, used to give our money to the preacher. And she said, look, all the money went to the church. They were eating good.
Rice
we were eating
and taro,
very simply.
And they were eating good food.
And I don't
want that. And
I think that's fair.
Really good points. Also, he really fucking nutted up between the last time.
He did something.
Now?
He was ready to go.
This was a different man. I mean, he was like, nah,
I won't.
He's like, I'm not going to play that. That was the first we've seen him just be like, nah. He's like, I have my kids. Yeah. You'd rather my kids starve? Nah.
No. we're not doing this. Because I remember the first time he was like, why? He was shocked. The first time is like, he couldn't believe. He's like, is my mom like really not being good and like, kind of acting like a scumbag? And I think once he got over that shit, he was like, fuck, bro. You know, sometimes you have to have those moments where your idea of what a parent isn't going to quite add up to the version of a parent we might need. You know, and sometimes it's like, this is some motherfucker that is my parent. And that's just kind of the reality of the situation. I think he began to look at it a little bit like, I don't even how is this person my mother? And she doesn't even understand my position as a parent, saying, I don't want my children to go without when it seemed like you got 8 other kids who can be sending you money to or something or supporting you, that you're not completely destitute, but I'm the one that's doing all this. So he was, yeah, he's growing, even though he's very much.
One day he'll be a real boy.
Kalani says
he's so close.
I think so.
But yeah, just the idea though that the way also you get taken care of is by like demanding and like bullying and insulting is like not good.
Well, what did you? So then shit just gets really tense, you know, because all this money stuff's coming up and like, you know, the Tammy's suddenly like, oh, like when are you going to have enough money then to like help out the family? And then like it just starts to get, you can tell like she's trying to turn up and then someone's like, hey, what about a white elephant gift exchange? How about we do that instead? And how about we got these joke gifts for everybody here? Let's just have some fun. This is fart spray, mom, for your nose and your ass, however you want to use it. And they have a little bit of like lighthearted, you know, it seemed like everything was going well until Asuelu's gift for his beautiful wife, which was a baby blanket. And all this shit that he said, okay. And they're like, oh, what's this? She's like, yeah, because, you know, I'm hoping that I'll have a baby and you can, you know, be my wife and have a child. So that would be great. Thank you.
Real cool that you get to decide that as a family in a vicious brawl instead of just discussing with your wife whether you should have a fucking baby or not, because she already said no. He's like, what if I say it publicly and then she'll have to say yes, because that's how it works.
Yeah, what if I turn up on her like that? Hopefully that will maybe that will get her to see her ways, because she's clearly like advocating for herself by saying no, let's try this fucking version of diplomacy, which isn't. He takes a big swing and she's just sort of like, why the fuck are you doing this, fool? We said I'm not doing this shit, so don't bring it up. And you want to do this shit in public? The fuck is wrong with you? And then Tammy's ass jumps in. She's like, oh, so what? You're not trying to be a wife that is able to have a child or babies for their husband who would listen to their husband? Oh, okay. Are you cool with that, Asuelu? And just starts stirring.
My favorite part is that she's referred to as Lil Tam Tam. From now on, she's just Lil Tam Tam. And
LTT.
Lil Tam Tam says, oh, well, it's no big deal. You don't want to have 9 kids. Hey, Asuelu, why don't we go to Samoa where you can, you know, meet any Samoan woman who will give you whatever you want.
How about that? Let me say that in front of the mother of your children.
At Christmas. And then she just smiles real big. And
also, Kalani's like, Tammy's ass only got 2 kids. So what the fuck are we doing here?
Exactly.
Hello? And then Kalini's like, well, honestly, everyone, it's her body. And if she doesn't feel like having a child right now, that's completely her decision, as it is her body that will be having to carry the child. And then these motherfuckers keep going. Tammy's like, first of all, stop talking shit to my mom. When she says, yo, it's her body. And then his mom looking at Tammy like, yo, why is this bitch talking to me? I was throwing shade at her sister. The fuck is wrong with her? And then Asuelu was like, oh, then his mom was like, so if she's not ready, then we need to find you another wife. And he's like, I told you to be on your best behavior. And it melts down. It's just, it's gone after that. Then his mom's like, shut up. What are you going to do? Then Tammy raises up again because everyone starts screaming. The second she raises up, dude, Asuelu tackled her ass like they were on the fucking, like, I don't know, some reality show. Like, he locked her up. He had
the quickness that the security guards on like Springer had, you know, where they're like, no, we are ready for this to pop off at any time. As soon as it happened, he was like, I'm de-escalating this by literally just carrying her around like a sack of flour outside the door.
Right.
Like bouncer style. He said, no, you out of here. That was crazy.
He just said, big man, all right, bar's closed, man. I told you. The lights are on. He's like, hey, man, no, you're out of here. Hey, get me out of here. We're going. I don't like you anymore.
Yeah, shouting that was the least offensive thing. It's so funny.
They're just this whole thing is just so funny that they're just this is like this never-ending pain point, which is funny because I'm sure like Kalani and Kalina like, whatever, dude. Like if they just let that go, like I'm willing to talk about it, but everything is just always through this lens of like Asuelu needs to be cutting checks immediately. All that other shit is.
But again, it's like it's not the support issue that's the issue. It's how you go about getting that support that's the issue. It's like you don't talk to people like that. You don't make demands like that. That's not what it is. It's like I would never say no, and my mom doesn't have to ask, and like I do what I can. But at the same time, if my mom was like, you know, I don't give a shit about your kids. I mean, I don't have kids, but if my mom said that to my face,
so then like, what?
I'd be like,
fuck? Are you okay? What the
Grandma?
fuck? Yeah.
What? Like, yeah. So I don't think that there's, obviously you should take care of your fucking parents, but like, you should also not say that you don't give a fuck about your kids' fucking children who are babies.
Yeah. Oh God. It was just so much fighting going on in that house. But yeah, then they said, we don't like you anymore. And she's like, let's go. And they left. All right. So there's that. We'll see what happens next time.
Also, I was like so mad about the baby blanket gift on just like a gift level. Cause like you're making a big ass deal of giving me a gift. And it's like, oh, all the other gifts were Joe gifts, but this gift is a good gift. And I open it. It's a tiny ass blanket for a baby that doesn't exist. The fuck am I supposed to do with that?
This is a coercion hint. You don't give me this hint gift.
It's just a fucking titty cover for me, for one of my titties.
Hey, it's a titty cover for me.
Y'all know.
It's one titty cover
for
me.
Y'all know. I always use those as titty covers. Y'all know about me. Doesn't work as well when I'm wearing a t-shirt, but
Hey, you know what? Sometimes Molly wears t-shirts. You know what I mean? All right, let's move on to. Shall we move on? Yeah, I think we need to move on.
We will. I have one final thing to say.
Okay, yeah.
That the fact that Kalani thought that Asuelu was so funny with the gifts. She was like, oh my God, he's so hilarious. Oh my God. Fart spray? Are you kidding me?
Boom.
Toilet paper? Yep. Wow. That was a callback to 2020.
Yep.
I mean, Can you believe
a can of Spam?
Do you guys get it? Fucking unreal. Because like we can still use it. But it's like not as good as you would like. And then again, I just want to highlight the fart spray one more time. Because it's like, you guys, you know what's embarrassing? Farts. And he's just out in front of everyone. Being like, here's a spray for your farts, you guys.
And she's like,
can you believe that he was single when I met him?
He bought Spam, which I know is in our cupboards because we cook Spam in here. So but that's fine. That's clever because it's relevant. And then toilet paper, which was also just something he got in the house, but also clever because 2020. Really, here's the deal. Asuelu just bought a lot of fart spray, and he doesn't. He thought it was for something else, and he didn't realize it's a joke gift. So people will be getting a lot of fart spray this Christmas. Okay. Shall we move on? let's move on and make our way down to Miami, where we can hear the faint screams of pleasure from Yara and what's that other guy's name? Oh, he's a piece of shit and a shitty man and a terrible dad. Oh my God, what is wrong with? Okay, so I didn't think the fucking pit that he was digging could get deeper, but that's not the Joby I know. The Joby I know will find sub hell levels. He will go to the 76th circle of hell and go to a deeper place that even Satan don't know about, because that's how depraved he is. That's the Joby I know.
Yara, what's the problem? What, you don't blow kisses to strippers, Yara? What's wrong? God, Yara, you used to be fun. Yara, you're a stupid, boring cunt, Yara. Ugh, gross. Ugh.
What's wrong
I hope
with
our
you?
baby grows up to be nothing like you. Ugh.
Oh my God.
I'll be honest, I forgot we had a baby. I just remember right now, Yara.
Shit, Mala. I forgot about Mala.
Oh my
that's
God.
so funny because that's his stripper's name. I was like, I know that name.
Mala.
It's my daughter's name. Wow. That's something. Do I get a discount?
Wait, is it Mila? That don't sound right. Mala?
Is it
It's
Mala or
Mila,
Marla?
Right? It's Mila. Yara,
Yara,
it's Mila, right?
It's Mala?
Mala.
Okay, so it's
But
Mila.
that still
That's
doesn't
weird. I
sound
don't like
right to
that.
me. Mala?
Hey, we should change that. Yeah.
How you spell that,
Yeah,
Yara?
I like Twizzle.
Is that like
That sounds cool.
M-A-L-A?
This
H,
fucking guy,
Mala?
dude. They are in Miami. Things are just getting worse. Gwen, they just start off with Gwen, and so it just starts off with her just being like, "So the date didn't go well," and he's like, "Yeah, Mom, that's the thing, man. Because first of all, I think Mila's just an excuse. She's using Mila as an excuse to not have fun, which means have sex with me." And then he's like, "Yeah, so I don't know. We just need to go do something. Like maybe if she drinks a little bit." And Gwen is like, "Hold the fuck up, you fucking kaiju jacker offer. Y'all are parents now, and she is a mother. So she is experiencing a massive life change. She is different now. She is a mother. She's a parent. You are a fucking parent too. You should also be different now on some level, sir." And she's like, "You can't just expect her to," she's like, "This is a whole new world for her."
Yara, you
And
lied to me
then-
for 2 years, Yara. You were a fun, fake version of you, Yara, okay? That is a lie, Yara. You owe me money.
Holy
okay,
shit.
Yara? That's
the Joby
fraud,
I know.
Yara.
He gonna accuse his wife he gonna accuse the mother of his child for doing a bait and switch on what her lifestyle was pre-baby. Do you think you want to see the mother of your children, the parent of your child, getting so fucked up? Like, is that what you want to see? She's like, "Yeah, Jovi, let's go out." She's fucking puking out the Uber. That's what you want? Is that what you're trying to look for?
Also,
Really?
to
I don't know.
to be like, Yara, to make you feel more comfortable, we should go to my favorite place, the strip club, Yara. That'll help you feel, like more like yourself, being at a place you hate.
Okay.
Watching me get attracted to other women. That's gonna help our marriage, Yara.
Apparently, so right. He mentions that because he plans a date, right? She's like, "Because I just need her to focus on me." Basically means I need her to become some partied out fuck machine for me because I'm horny. And the way I'm gonna do that, I said, let's have a romantic dinner at a Russian restaurant.
Jovi, what
And
you
I
say,
think that
Russian
would just get
restaurant?
you-
We are not romantic. Love
I
to
just
be
love that
read
truth,
to
man.
filth by my own people.
That's a Russian reading bonus. And again, it continues because they arrive at the restaurant, Tatiana. And what's her description when they pull up?
Oh,
in that place?
this place looks so Russian. Okay, it's Russian people want you to know that they have money. So it's like very in your face. Oh, we have a lot of money. Feels homey.
Feels homely. And then she's like, she said, it looks like someone stole a bunch of money from Russia or Ukraine and then opened a restaurant. I love the setup, which was just a lovely nod to corruption that we know so well, even in this country. But she already takes off being like this. She's like impressed with how Russian it is almost, because she's almost gets in. She's like, these motherfucker. Okay, you motherfucker.
Do you want to hear something hilarious?
You sons of bitches.
That restaurant looks like my aunt and uncle's house.
Is it red and gold?
No, but it's a lot.
It's just a lot of gold, very ornate.
It's a lot of.
Yeah.
A lot.
What's the most ornate thing in their house?
It's like a lot of like. So you know how Art Deco can be like cool and classy? It's not that version of it.
So it's like a Gatsby.
There's like a lot
trip.
of like glass, shiny kind of surface
right.
things. There's like very gaudy sort of art that is like not really art. It's like art, quote unquote. It's like a lot of shiny metal shapes, you know, that are like interconnected for some reason on the wall. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like
exactly. Because it's more of a collection. It's because it's a flex. It's just like, yeah, look at all that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I got
Black, shiny, lacquered kind of stuff.
Right. Nothing's dull. Everything's a lush texture, whether it's shiny or like velvety or plush. It's yes. Look, I love to see it. So they start talking. She's excited. She's like, let me get some appetizers. You could tell she could. I felt like I caught her when they first got there that she took a second to like come up with a word in Russian, and then later on she's like, "Oh my god, I'm forgetting my fucking Russian. Like this is, what the fuck are we doing here? Because this should not be happening." But she does order an appetizer, and the server brings a shrimp cocktail that looks so fucking just over the top. It's in an oversized martini glass with an LED light at the bottom of it, so it like has up lighting like underneath the ice.
Much like Jesus, that appetizer was a vibe.
Right. Oh, that whole thing was a fucking vibration. 100%. And I guess they're loving it. They're having their meal, and then they just sort of get to they start talking. And he's just saying like, she starts talking about, the way I'm feeling, I might just start being a little stripper. I might still want to do some of this shit for you. And he's like, oh, I like
he's
that.
Like, dance however you want, Yara. Stop. She's like, I don't understand dancing. I just hold finger here in your face. Sex.
And she's like, why don't you marry a stripper? And he's like, because I don't like strippers. I like the strip club. Get it through your mind. I don't like strippers.
It made
and then
me,
he's like, and she's like, yeah, right. She's like,
so
you're
hard.
gross.
He's like, Yara, that's stupid. Okay. I don't like the dancers at the club. I like the building, Yara. I keep going because of the building.
I told you it's bigger.
I don't know why the
it's
naked women keep
titties.
Going there. Honestly, it'd be better without them.
I mean, it's he really, this is where he gets really passionate, because she's like, I don't know, it's like weird. You probably just get all horny in there. You know what the fuck's going on? He's like, it's no different than you're in Europe and you go to a topless beach. And she's like, first of all, someone just being at a topless beach just because culturally the norms are different, where being topless isn't looked at being an overt sexual act, where at the context of a strip club, people are going there to be like, it's a completely different fucking thing. So what the fuck are you talking about? And she's like, but then she's like, yeah, because y'all just go in there just so you can masturbate at the strip club. And no one's actually.
Well, no, and then she said it's
club.
After you jerk off when you get home, and he's like, that's ridiculous, Yara. The stripper blows me upstairs, Yara. You're being stupid.
And also, like, when are you so sex negative? Like, they're sex workers. Like, that should be cool. Like, and you're just trying to get all like that we match. So, like, that's what we do there. Okay, Yara? So, like, you need to evolve, actually. Like, that's actually your problem. It's like, I'm way more evolved than you. And maybe he doesn't strip club masturbate.
He's so trash that the idea of him marrying a stripper is ridiculous to him. He's like, oh,
Yeah,
nah, nah. That's just for me to pay them to give me joy in this one particular way, but to marry one? Gross, dude. Gross.
It's where I do hyper masculine misogyny cosplay, where I pretend to be the wealthy man who throws little paper rectangles at someone's butt, and then I feel like the man. Okay, that's what I do it for. And so, you know, he starts saying, he's like, why don't we go to the strip club? You know what I mean? We should go to the strip club. We need to, you should stay out the strip. We don't know what it's like. We'll have fun. He's like, I don't know. And then, you know what? She relents. And he's like, are you serious?
Where?
We can say
Where?
hi.
Check.
We can say hi. We can say hi to Crystal and Crystal too. Oh my God. Sapphire will be there. Thank you so much, Yara. And in her mind, she's like, candidly, I'm just doing this because that's all this fucking guy talks about. And I'll do it for him. That's when I was like, oh, this is going to go.
She also only had one fucking rule, which is that when I'm ready to go, you take me somewhere else that's fun. Like the next activity will be for me. Because strip club's for you. Yara, yeah, whatever. Yara.
Yeah. And if I say, exit, I'm out. If I ring the alarm, you know it's done. You take me out of there. Because I'm only willing to go unless I'm comfortable. If I'm uncomfortable, then you have to agree that we go. He's like, yeah. Woo! Did y'all hear? We're going to the strip club! He was excited. And who can blame him? You know what I mean?
Look, I personally love the fucking strip club. But it's not for everybody. If you don't want to go.
Right.
And your partner is so shitty that the only way that they get to go is by insulting you into going. It's not a recipe for a fun time.
So they go. They get there. And it's just to make him happy. She's feeling awkward. You know, she's trying to be like, okay, so what do I do? He's like, you go like this at her butt with the money. Okay, Yara, it's really cool. And because the Joby, I know he'd take a real soft touch when he bring his wife to the strip club because he want to get acclimated first before he go into just sniffing their buttholes in front of her. So he tries to be really nice. They do a little light tipping. Again, she says she's being caught in all kinds of emotions. She doesn't know
Joby,
what
I don't
to
want
feel.
to
He's
touch
like,
her. Joby, no.
Put it in her butt.
Yara, come on.
But
don't be stupid, Yara.
I don't know.
You got to do the credit card swipe gesture in her butt cheeks. God, Yara.
It just feels weird.
I can't take you anywhere. God, Yara.
Yeah. You're just like so boring. You're like a boring ass mom of my child who's like fucking whack as fuck to me. Fuck. And he goes on. He's really not listening to her. She's like, I don't want to do this. He's like, it's fine. And the meanwhile, his eyes, he looked like a motherfucking Pokemon. His eyes are so fucking lit up in that fucking place. Like, sipping on his drink. And then eventually she's just like, yo, you know what? I'm not having a good time, Joey. I'm doing it. Okay, here we go. I'm saying it. This is the point we've come to where I'm no longer comfortable. I would like to leave. And he's like, what's the fucking problem? Like, we're having a good time.
You literally made a fucking deal. And now she wants to leave. You got to see some asses, some titties. Take your fucking rest of your singles and go home. Take her somewhere else that she wants to go.
But the Joby I know, he may have agreed to that, but the Joby I know didn't agree to that.
The Joby I know could not be trusted
he got approval
with an agreement. Even the book, the 4 agreements. He go lose it, don't lend it to him. That's the Joby I know.
The Joby I know doesn't have Gmail, iTunes, Spotify, or anything that require a user agreement because he never believe in an agreement. That's why he used very off-brand apps that keep crashing his phone and computer.
The Joby I know won't even order Domino's because he don't want to agree to the rules of the delivery. No Domino's tracker for the Joby, I know.
Oh, fuck. So, yeah, she said, he's like, nah, fuck that. I don't want to go. She's like, are you fucking serious? And she smacks him real quick. And then she's like, I'm fucking out of here. The best part is that this dude tries to act like he didn't just make an ass out of himself in the middle of the strip club, even though there's someone dancing in front of him. And he tries to do that thing where he like picks up the cup and he's like,
Yeah, he's drinking and just keeping cool after
He
his
just ate
wife
one to the face,
slapped him in the mouth in front of the strippers.
And you look like a fucking asshole.
And you could see the stripper was shocked. She was like, holy shit. And she's wearing a mask.
Like,
so the fact that you could tell she was shocked, it was like, oh my God.
She was like, because her body language was like, ooh. And then she was like, okay, you know what? I see this too much. I told you we shouldn't have this fucking camera crew in here. So they did, and that's what happened. So then when they get out, she's like, yo, you're fucking blowing kisses at the stripper? Are you out your motherfucking...
That kiss was really fucking weird. You ever blown a kiss at a stripper before?
No, I've never blown a kiss at anyone in a serious context. Like, that wasn't like the most jokey shit, like as a bit or something on stage or something like that. Who blows kisses?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I blow them at toddlers or something.
Just let them know. You know, you think, and oh my God,
weird.
Can you imagine what?
And also, he looked like such a toddler who was like mad and sitting there sipping his little drink alone.
It's okay. I like this. I'm cool. Why would I be at a strip club if I wasn't a baller? Okay, people just watched your fucking marriage collapse right there, my guy. And yeah, I bet you his game, like when she's normally not there, they go a private room and he's like, like I might not make it back when I go back out there. And she's like, what do you mean? He's like,
okay.
I told you I work under the sea, right? She's like, I thought you worked on like oil rigs. It ain't that simple. I go into the breach.
Can you keep a government secret?
I'm kind of trusting you with my life right now. Yeah, okay, sure. What is it? Like, what's happening?
This is serious, okay? Uh-huh. I have not even told my wife, Yara, the stupid bitch, about this, okay? The truth is...
What is it? Uh-huh.
I go under the sea and I jerk off the kaiju.
Oh my God, what, Joby? The kaiju?
I'm sorry, it's the only thing keeping this world safe.
All right, I guess it's okay that you forgot your wallet again, but next time you're gonna have to pay. I'm so sorry.
And that's the Joby we know. We lying about that.
All right, you got anything else to say about these freaking clowns?
Just that she threatened to hit him harder.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
She's like, I went to the strip club. I gave you a little bite and you almost bit my whole arm off, which is, true.
Oh, shit. Be true. All right, let's take a quick break and we'll be right back after this.
20-day fiance. America's so fucking tight. America.
And we're back. And let's get to Mike and Natalie. Not much is happening here aside from
I
post blowout.
Hugely disagree.
I mean, there's things to talk about. But I'm saying there aren't like numerous events or settings. The first is post blowout, and he's like walking through the forest forlorn, and he has to call his other lover and teacher, you would say, Punkosaurus, or otherwise known as Trish, otherwise known as his mother. And she's like,
she's evil, and she's just here to take the devil's green card and then leave you in the lurch.
If it wasn't
really
you, it would have been
off.
another man. Okay. I love that she still thinks Mike is a catch. He fucking lives in Squim and with a DV perpetrating uncle and no other relationships that we saw him have at all other than that.
The second y'all went to church and she's like, I believe in Jesus. And he's like, I fuck with aliens.
It was like, oh, y'all are not a good match.
That's, you can, if, like, it doesn't take Pastor Cal to figure that one out.
Yes, I need my pussy.
Oh, that's the wrong drop.
But did that make me happy? Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Paige, talk to me, honey. Why?
I mean, Pastor Cal wouldn't have even made that mistake on Married at First Sight. And let me just make sure that. Okay, that one's still there. And also.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Yep, good. They're all there, but it was just, they were just incompatible.
It should have been so fucking over. He needed to date that hairdresser like 8,000 years ago. But we really cannot stress enough that the real love story is not that of Mike and Natalie. It is of Juliana falling in love with Natalie and wanting to keep her a prisoner in her home.
It is.
My skin was crawling. I would have loved it if it was like a genuine, like, gay connection instead of whatever this very creepy, like, misery scenario is.
Yes.
It's not just like, oh yeah, you should leave him. You can live here forever in my spare room. Let me wipe your tears away with my tongue.
We will get through this.
It tastes like Natalie's nectar.
I'm like a hummingbird, but with your tears, and your tears are like the nectar for me. And my metabolism for wanting you around is just as fast as a hummingbird's. Now you will stay in that bed.
The way she was touching her cheeks in the car later.
I was going to ask you, okay?
Crying,
I didn't want to jump to conclusions.
When someone is crying and, or no, not even crying. When someone's upset and you're the person that's demanding the hug and they're the person that's not feeling well, there's something wrong there. It's not like Natalie was like, please hug me. She was like, may I hug you?
Yeah. Oh, she did say that. She's like, may I
is
hug?
So fucking weird.
What are you doing, Juliana? I thought we were friends. Oh, we are. I love your hair. What's that? Nothing? I said we should go to Mike's and get all of your stuff. Okay. And then I want to eat all of your body dandruff. What was that? Did you just say? I said it must be so rough to be going through what you're going through. Yeah.
Like, oh, I wish you would
that's
treat
all I said.
me at night when I crawl into your
What?
bed. Oh, I'm just saying you can drive my car to Mike's if you wanted.
Oh, okay. Because it sounded like you were getting. I told you we're just friends, you know.
Later.
Wait, what?
Oh, just hold.
I'm gonna finger you later. She said, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna finger you later." Oh, okay. What? Bye. Yo, they were fucking. I mean, that's why I was curious. Like, I understand because she was consoling her. She's going through a lot, but there was like when she said, "We will get through this together," and like a lot of like she tried to hug her, and the thing I clocked was like Natalie clearly just did the thing. She's like, "Come here, let me just hold you real quick." Natalie was like stroking her like a stuffed animal. She was like, okay, fool. Like,
she was like breathing in Natalie's essence. It was,
right.
It was fucked up.
Yeah. I don't know. But like, we'll see what happens. Maybe they are. Maybe she was like, look, don't make it hot, fool. Try and pretend right now. I can't have him know. I won't get this visa if he knows we had our own thing going on. Okay, so just work with me here. But yeah, I don't know. It definitely felt a little, like single white female misery.
Yeah, she's gonna definitely like make a spell with some of Natalie's hair to like try to get Natalie to fall in love with her.
Yeah, you gotta be. Hey, don't joke like that. You can't be leaving your hair.
I'm
around.
just saying, like
that's how people be putting spells on you. I'm serious.
am also serious. She's witchy.
Mm-hmm.
We saw that headband and we knew it. Because you were like, is this a thing she's doing for the Ukrainian New Year? I'm like, no, this bitch is just weird. I think this is her full time.
Yeah. Watch out, she a witchy woman. And she will steal her hair and she will do spells. Okay. let's move on, shall we? Or do you have anything else to add?
Just that Natalie should probably move out as soon as possible.
Yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe we just misread her and she's just creepy. Just like regular creepy.
No, but it
Okay,
also
let's talk
just
about
seems like
Libby.
outside of like, okay, if she's not in love with her, then the way that it got codependent immediately, the way she's like talking to her and we will get through this, like those are all red flags. You don't want to be recovering from like a marriage with like bad boundaries and like
right
into
well, not
that
everyone
Juliana
knows that
situation. Anyway.
Oof. She's like, you can join the list of my past victims. What the fuck did you just say, Juliana? I said I'm gonna kill you tonight. I'm sorry, I don't have anything else. I'm out of stuff to be clever. I'm gonna wear your skin. Okay, I'm gonna wear your skin.
First I finger you, then I kill you.
Then I wear your skin. Okay.
And then I make a new headband out of it. Oh my god, everybody wins.
There you go. Okay. Let's move on to Libby and Andre. And I just love, again, they've been almost kicking off every segment with him starting off with some misogynistic
I thought you were an independent woman, so you can't wash dishes and do the job and go to work. And
So it starts off, she's there with the daughter, and then she's doing this. Hey, Andre, can you come out here and help me with dishes? And that's when he says that shit. I thought you was a doom question.
I thought you was an independent woman.
Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you? You can't do dishes and you ask me to. I mean, he's really not like it, but he comes out with his shirt off and she's like, I was doing push-ups to my UFC YouTube videos. The fuck? Name of clean dishes like a female? So she says, like, look, I need you out here because I got to go because I got lunch with Chuck. I got lunch with Chuck later. And dude, Andre's like so nervous. Like, he's like, oh, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, I don't know what the fuck he's trying to do. Like,
he's
what like, means for me.
He's like got the energy of a guy that's about to get cheated on. He's like,
right, 100%.
Lib, what do you mean? Chuck wants to have lunch with you and not with me? Did he ask about me? Did he notice my haircut or my pecs? Because
you've had the same Fash Wave haircut for like the last 3 years.
No, but Lib, it's a little different today, Lib. Are you sure Chuck did not mention me?
No.
Okay, what about my new cologne?
He said, hey,
what about my new Axe body spray?
Okay,
he didn't mention.
I have to go. Just do the dishes.
Okay,
I have to go.
Don't love him. Sorry.
Tell him I love him too. So they go to lunch, and he's like, like, I had to get a bottle of wine. Libby, I was waiting. So you know how I do. He's like, you know what's great, Libby? This place is owned by real life Italian people. And she's like, oh, you know how I love authentic stuff. Shut the fuck up, you two. The fuck are you talking? Just drink your fucking bottle of wine at lunch and just whatever and drive, I guess. Whatever the fuck y'all do. So then he just he cuts to it and he's like, I'm worried about the family. Like, things are really bad, and they just don't trust Andre. And it's just never been this bad. Yeah, we've had disagreements, but I'm worried. So I think the best way to do it is I'm going to have a cookout because no one will be mad if there's a pool.
Like, they fought on a yacht or whatever, or on a boat. Like,
fought on a yacht. Yeah.
He's like, no, barbecue's different. Everyone knows scientifically you can't fight around meat that is being grilled in the air. Okay? So this is a foolproof plan, Libby. I got to say, you're my favorite daughter because it's like looking at a mirror right now. You know what I'm saying? I think I'd look good in your eyeshadow.
Dad, no. That's an absolute insult to me if you said it's like looking into a mirror. What does that say about me?
You're gorgeous. That's what it says. It says you're gorgeous.
Okay. Okay, I gotta go, Dad. Anyway, thank you for the authentic hospitaliano that we had. Buongiorno, servers. Thank you. I'm out. So they just... Whatever. He's just really worried. He thinks, it's not because he actually thinks this. It's because this is the same version of Chantal and Pedro's mom and sister don't get along, and they will always have a meeting at a lunch or something, and then just have a fight about their issues. And this is the new thing, which is Chuck wants his family to be together, but just I don't know what's gonna happen, guys. God, this Andres is so dreamy, you know. God, wish you guys could see it too. And so, meanwhile, while they're having their authentic, Italian dinner at Becky's, her and Jen are just scheming. She's like, "Can you believe you hear about dads? Are you gonna go to fucking dads? Like, I think he wants to do shit. I mean,
So,
what's up with
okay,
Andre?
you guys, we've got to talk because first of all, I feel invisible. Second of all,
Oh my God, really? You do?
yeah,
Okay,
I
go,
feel
please tell me more.
invisible. Second of all,
Uh-huh.
they are a team of scam artists over there because Libby, you know how she knows how to work Dad, her twin. She taught Andre how to do it. And now they're just a team of scam artists over there scamming. And you know what else? I feel invisible.
Yeah.
I know I started with that, but I still do.
And I still do, even though I just had a platform on national television for my self-pity, self-victimization narrative. I feel bad. They're scammers. And like, I don't know how Andre does it. Like, how the fuck? Because, you know, like Mondoba or Qdoba or wherever he's from, it's like so poor that like, how can he even have the idea that he could be entitled to stuff? It like doesn't even make sense. Like, how do poor people even fathom how to be greedy? It's like, because they don't even have anything. Like, what the fuck is that?
It's like
Mondobo?
confusing because like Mondovsden is not a country even. So like where do you get off being Moldovan and coming here and like wanting stuff? That's just fucking rude. And it's honestly anti-American.
Okay. Then she's like, Dad doesn't even have like money for us to use anymore, essentially, because like it's all tied up in like this other stuff. Like I haven't heard from him in a month. First of all, if y'all are such baller fucking business people, how the fuck are y'all not diversified and you're only counting on one stream of capital or whatever, since you are so baller that you don't have your own shit together, that you're like, Daddy's like going too slow. But then they get a little bit of an idea because they're not broke.
Wait a minute.
They know what to fucking do.
I have an idea. It's called Business Ventures with Becky. I have an idea because they're so fucking stupid and slow and ugly, and they probably use fart spray. And we are so
For
like
money.
go, go, go and like fast and are like so good. We should team up against them. And I'm not a weak bitch. And he knows that.
Wow. Okay. I don't know. I normally I agree with you. I just don't know where to start with that. That was so powerful, girl. Like, honestly, shout out to you. But like, yeah, I agree. Like, we should go against our father and win.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're now his worst nightmare. We're his own daughters who are his worst nightmare. It's every father's.
And I like can't believe we didn't do this shitty backstabby thing earlier.
Right. Oh. But it's like so funny because like Jen or Becky doesn't have to work, you know, and like Jen is in a whole other story. But like Becky's just like, well, we know about Denmark daddy, Danish daddy got the fucking coin. But again, look, everyone is entitled to be with whoever they want to be.
My husband is Danish and he's going to team up with us too. What do you think, Danish husband?
Yeah, I think everything's really cool. You know, honestly, I feel like, you know, because Chuck is kind of like a lonely guy, and then your brother, he's getting pushed out. Charlie, you know, he's now kind of in a new weird position. So I feel like, yeah, there's some jealousy going on there, you know? So I'm just going to sit in the back here with my expensive watch and just kind of be
Danish husband, you are a genius, and everything you said just now is 100% correct. Andre has replaced Charlie as my dad's best friend,
And I feel invisible.
That's great. You know, I'm going to go down to get a Danish ristret hot dog if you want one. I'll be back. Oh, I love those hot dogs.
Okay, I hope everyone's ready for business ventures with Becky.
With Becky. Why does that have to be your name? Shut the fuck up, Jen. You're fucking annoying.
It's because
Okay,
I can't tell myself apart from you. And I need my own thing, Jen. Welcome to Business Ventures with Becky, not Jen.
With Becky.
That's what it says underneath in smaller letters.
Oh, God. Jesus. So, what else? You got anything else to add?
No.
Okay. Let's move on. Let's talk about Brandon and Julia. So they're having a housewarming party. They've only been there for like 1 or 2 nights or some shit. They're at the grocery store buying groceries. And it's funny, like you realize like how old you are. You know, like I remember the first time I would go to the grocery store when I was living on my own, buying my own groceries. I don't know what the fuck to buy. I was like, fuck, dude, I don't even know how to properly spend my money. Like what works, like what doesn't. I'm like, I guess I just buy a bunch of shitload of snacks and like frozen food.
It's so
I
true.
guess.
People don't like,
Yeah.
if no one teaches you how to be a fucking non-idiot. I was just buying
Oh, yeah.
pasta sauce and like ragu sauce and pasta my first year in college, and that's all I would eat with cheddar cheese on it.
Right. I mean, it's yeah, that's how we do. I would buy a lot of Stouffer's tuna noodle casserole, frozen ones. That was my
I'm
favorite
really
thing
into
to eat.
Stouffer's lasagna. That shit bangs.
And then I get like little like ramen and things like
Yeah.
that, and like rice and shit like that. But anyway, this dude goes in there. They're like just like, I guess we'll get like wine, and then he's like, do you want like, should we get onions? And she's like, for what, fool? Like, you think I cook? Like, what the fuck we gonna do with onions? I just laughed at that exchange because he was so fucking lost. He was like, these onions, like I see them in my kitchen when my mom uses them. How do you use
And
it?
she was like, bitch, I don't know. She's like, you're going to cook this. I don't cook. She's like,
Yeah.
I want a
He's like,
pole
what do we get?
next
She's
to
like,
a baby
chips and
crib.
soda.
I didn't say shit about a butcher block or fucking any kind of cooking anything.
Don't need any of that shit. She's like, we need chips and soda, and that's it. Because we got AJ, TJ, Ray J,
JJ.
all of these people coming over. Yeah, and fucking and RJD too. And Melanie are coming over for a housewarming party. And she's like, I like AJ because he's like Cupid, but Melanie's ass, I don't want to see. Because if you remember, Melanie's the person that he's like,
So
he says
what
truly,
are
it's
your
like his homegirl
intentions
from high school.
towards Brandon, my childhood lover? It really seems like people from your country just come here to use people from my country. Is that right? Oh, you're not going to respond
Yeah.
positively to that line of questioning, considering it's the first time you're meeting me? Oh, that's weird.
Oh,
Seems like you're not normal.
okay. I hate you, Melanie. I hate you. And I believe that you banged my sweet Brandon in the farm because that's what happens there. No woman goes and is just friends with a man. They're always there for barn sex. I know this because I'm wise. And there's still that animosity or whatever.
Just so
and
protective
like when
over
people-
Blandon. It's like nobody
Yeah.
wants your fucking bowl of sour cream. Get out of here.
Dude, it's so funny because when he comes in, right? Or when she comes in to the party, Brandon's wise. He doesn't hug her. He acts like she stinks like shit and he will die if he touches her. He's like, oh, hello, good to see you. And like
He
ushers her in.
somehow has like
And
a
then he's
top
like,
hat on and he's
TJ.
like somehow saluting her from like across the street. We're like, how did you leave the apartment so quick?
Yeah, how did you do that? Wait, where'd Brandon go? Bing! She gets a text. Welcome to my apartment. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Oh, it's a text from him. Okay. Where is he at? He comes out the bathroom. Hey guys, sorry about that. What's up, TJ?
What's
Okay,
up,
my
AJ?
bro.
What's up, JJ?
AJ, come on. JJ, KJ, so good to see you. And you know, she's like, sorry, I didn't have anything decorated. They're like, you've been here for one day, fool. Calm down. We don't give a shit. We're just here because they gave us a stipend to appear on camera.
It's so awkward though to have a party with no music.
Yeah, I mean, that's his thing because he shows they can't be playing. What they should do is just slap the royalty-free house music in the back. It's a perfect bed.
So weird otherwise. It's just so
because then you can be like, oh, really good to see you. So what's going on? Oh, you brought a gift. Okay, cool. We'll put that there. We'd love to have a stripper pole right here next to the open kitchen. And then I'm thinking, what, like a little baby bed, a baby's bed next to it, so I can accidentally kick the shit out of it when I'm swinging around the pole.
The placement of the pole and the baby right next to the pole is my favorite shit of all time. Also, the shade, my God, involved in not even opening or taking out of the bag Melanie's wine. Like, she didn't even...
Oh, cool.
Like, she didn't even do the, oh, that's a nice bottle. Nothing. Didn't take it out, put it in its little bag on the counter where people would not touch it and just fucking...
Right. She's like, oh, cool. I love brown bag. It's my favorite year. Thanks so much, you fucking man-stealing demon.
Vintage brown bag. Oh, cool. Yeah.
Wow. Is this the same one your father used to drink out of? Anyway, welcome. Please take your shoes off.
No, just the dirty person here should take their shoes off. Dude. Melanie.
Oh, shit. Okay, fine. AJ's like, are you sure you want to have a baby so quick? You know, they're not, it will change the game by having a baby, just so you know. Just like, yes. And Melanie's like, how old are you? She's like, I'm 27. And she's like, oh, okay. Like, don't you like want more time to like live your life? Because like, you'll have to put a lot on hold once you become a parent. And I was like, first of all, when she was saying that, I was like, is Melanie a stoner? She kind of has stoner.
She did, but also though,
yeah.
Melanie, did you not fucking get the message that she fucking hates you and you keep meddling in her life? And now you just came over and you're telling her what she should do about having a baby? Bitch, she didn't even open your wine. Read the fucking room.
Because, you know, again, she's getting a stipend from producers. So, like, anything you say is going to set her off. So here's $40 in Home Depot gift cards, and ask her how old she is. And if she's sure she can have a baby. Okay, thanks. Thanks, champ. Get in there. And so that's what she does. She asks that question, and then fucking Julie just blows her top. She's like, Melanie, stop talking. Just stop talking to her. Just like, I'm tired of fucking hearing your shit. And she's like, you know what? Maybe I'm on my own plan. She's like, I'm out of here. I'm sorry I ruined your little party.
I just love that. Also, the entire time, Melanie's boyfriend is just not even standing near her. He's like, I don't want to be part of this bullshit whatsoever. He's like, she's sinking this ship alone. I am not participating. Yeah. And then starting the apology to Julia by saying, what was it? She's like, yeah, I'm sorry if you were intimidated by me. That's not an apology.
Look, she's messy.
She's so
you know what
messy.
I mean? She pulled up because if you know that's the thing, and obviously we love when people come to make a mess because if Julia's English was a little bit stronger, you knew Melanie said that was already framing a thing. It's like, I'm sorry I made you feel small. You know, like I'm really sorry that you felt teeny and tiny when I said that to you. That wasn't my intention for you to realize how small you were. But it just sort of went, she's like, look, I fucking hate you, so anything you say, I'm going to fucking tune out.
But also such a fucking shady ass way to start an interaction after you already had been such a bitch. It's like when people think that they've apologized and they do the thing where they're like, oh, I'm sorry if you felt bad.
I'm sorry that made you feel bad.
I'm sorry.
It's never, I apologize that I'm sorry I made a terrible mistake and made.
If you
felt
felt bad.
The non-apology. All right. What else? You got anything else about these two?
I'm gonna have my own party in my room with the TV.
Yeah, with TV.
That's like what
Hey, you know
every
what?
kid would scream at their parents if they were lucky enough to have their own room and a TV.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. You know what? Go have your own party. It's look, and also shout out to having your own little party with your TV and your wine or whatever you do. That's 2,000 points to having your own little party. It's the only way we know how to live.
I mean, know your worth. Don't be a fucking Melanie.
Or do, but make sure people are recording because
Meow,
we
meow.
love to see it. Trash meow. All right, let's take a break and we'll be right back. We're gonna have to take a trip down to South Africa after this.
20-day fiance. America's so fucking tight. America.
And we're back. You really need to come to twitch.tv/420dayfiance, where we just had an epic discussion about how I broke a toilet seat and all kinds of weird.
But it's also like you're not
nonsense.
shitting correctly. You're not supposed to shit on the toilet seat. You're supposed to shit in the tank.
Well,
in the
you
tank,
know what?
and then
In the tank, exactly, an upper
it's the
decker.
only way to do it.
And then you fill it up and then someone comes to scoop it out, right? That's how it works. Okay, we're sorry. That isn't what the whole podcast is. But please come out, check out twitch.tv/420dayfiance. Shout out to everybody in the stream because it's always a wonderful time. Let's move on. Shall we do something a little bit different in the form of everyone's favorite dad and DJ Ronald? Yeah, you know, I was kind of having some really toxic attitudes about showing my inner pain and stuff like that. And, you know, it was really hard for me because I thought I was doing everything right. And then one day I find out she wants a divorce. So today's episode, we are going to head out to my friend DJ Pastor Paul, a.k.a. my uncle, who is a counselor, for some hopefully very biased counseling. Is his hope. He really thinks, you know, he finally agrees to this counseling. And it's clear. At first, I was like, I think he's just going to this dude because that's the only person he knows, and it's just like the easiest move. But then I'm like, oh, I think he really thinks his uncle's gonna have his
This is
back
the
fully.
funniest thing ever. This
With
dude
how bad of a father he is.
tries to go to fake therapy by going to his uncle to help him be a non-partial judge in his marriage. And his uncle still doesn't have his back. And
Oh my
then he has
God.
to be salty because the fake therapy he arranged with his own uncle somehow still backfired because he's such an unbelievable asshole that even his uncle had to be like, bro, you
Yeah.
need to change your kid's shitty diapers.
What a fucking
You must
L.
wipe
He's like,
the poop.
You clean that poop. Okay. You clean that
I took
poop.
a screenshot
okay?
of that right away.
I mean, clean that poop. What? Clean that poop. I mean, he's got to clean the poop. You know, and they start off just saying like, look, Tuffany is like, hey, I feel like I'm drowning. I have to do everything. He won't do shit. He won't clean nothing. He's like, because, you know, I don't know. It's just awkward. And she's like, I was a blessing
To this
in this
man,
man's
when
life.
I met him, he was an addict.
Woo! I mean, you're always an addict, but he was at his worst.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And he had no
Lost
trust he
everything.
could build.
I gave him a
Lost
family.
everything. I stood by his ass. And I deserve more. And he was just sort of like, sort of, I don't know, he was confounded by this idea. Because he's just like, I don't understand what you mean. Like, yeah, so what? Maybe I did some crazy deals and now I have a sick dirt bike. But I don't know how a female, okay, right next to me, you see this, uncle? How a female
Tell me
is going
what
sit
to do.
Exactly. Thank you. And this is my guest co-host there as well. And they know. How are you going to tell a male what to do? You just can't. It's absurd. What do you say about that? And the uncle's like, yo, clean this shit, fool. You fucking loser. Yes, that's what you have to do. But then this is where his uncle's advice, I'm like, oh shit, I don't know. He's kind of going back in a gender role
No,
town,
he was
obviously, 'cause
saying
he's a
boost his ego. Yeah, that's the fucking issue.
Yeah, that's the solution to him not being responsible is you're not boosting his ego enough.
And just the idea that she
Pastor
needs to
Paul.
like be like, oh my God, good job for cleaning the poop one time. Good job.
Yeah. Oh,
You're so good. I'm so
my
proud
God.
of
Did
you.
you guys see that? That's 5 billion points to Ronald for doing the bare butt minimum. Wow. And he only cleaned his shit because he thought it was a pee-pee.
For real.
Huh.
Accidentally
What a fucking
cleaned
hero.
the shit.
Salute.
Accidentally.
I mean, what the fuck are we doing here? He really, even because like everything the uncle says, like, you know, you're the head of the household. Like he's even like really framing this as you're the head of the household, bro. Like you're the fucking man. Like, well, hold on. I mean, like maybe that's what you're trying to do to motivate him, but like maybe you should reframe this. But I guess you can't teach a dirt biking DJ with a kill room in his garage how to, you know, completely.
He was
turn on a
trying
dime
to
like
talk
that.
to him in his language. He's like, what if I appeal to
Yeah.
the thing that he cares about, which is this dumbass thing of being the head of the household or whatever the fuck, without
Right.
doing anything to actually be that.
Oh my God. So look, ladies, boost his ego so
No.
he can fly like an eagle.
No.
Yep. Boost my ego and I can
Nope,
be
it's
like
not
an
the T-Mobile
eagle.
store. Nope, we're not boosting shit.
Boost mobile.
Nope, we're not boosting.
Ooh, boost me.
Nope,
Get my
Nope, clean the
EGO
poop.
sky high.
clean that poop.
And I'll be a better DADDY.
Clean that poop.
Or not. All right, fine. Just clean that poop. Clean
Put
that
a
shit.
window
And
in my
the best
fucking
part-
son's room and clean your daughter's ass.
Oh, fine. And then his uncle's like, yo, Ronald, be more supportive, you fucking asshole. Be more supportive. That's the bottom line here. And then at the end, he's like, can't believe he took her side. Are you fucking
So great.
dumb? Oh, God, the ignorance, the lack of experience or wherewithal or empathy or anything is like so astounding with him. Like he acted like he was going to like a fucking dog show where his uncle was one of the judges, and he's like, don't worry, even though the dog is not going to win any awards, hopefully the fact that my uncle is one of the judges, we can hopefully sway his bias and then completely change our perception of what is, more in the sense that I am objectively not a good husband or partner or father. And he couldn't even do that because he is that was my concern first. I was like, part of me was like, please let this be some fucking complete asshole counselor just for the bad TV. Because at this point, I mean, like, come on now, tough. You got to get up out of there. You got to get up out of there. And I'm sorry you dadified too quickly, but this ain't it.
No. This ain't it at all. And there's absolutely, I mean, she walked out of there feeling like she was feeling herself when she walked out of there. She walked out of there with self-esteem, but it was almost
Justified.
like, despite the fact that the uncle also said some shit like boosting his ego, and when you criticize someone, that's the death of things. I'm like, that's not how that works at all.
But see, that bad advice went into Ronald's fucking DJ dirt bike brain. And when they're leaving, again, to your point, she was feeling good. She felt vindicated. She felt just in her outrage over what's happening, as most people saw years ago. But he was just really getting defensive. He's like, I don't know if you remember, my uncle said that one of the big rules is that you can't criticize me anymore. And she's like, how do I criticize you? You said I need to do more. And she's like, well,
just a
that's true.
statement.
What the fuck are you trying to say? What do you want? You want some kind of vacation? In fact, call in right now. Caller number 32 is going to get a free vacation to Vacant Daddy Island, where you can completely forget about your kids and responsibility. He really took that shit as, again, you want a vacation? What are you? I mean, like, I'm surprised they haven't done this thing like on paper, being like, can you write down what you think a wife does on paper? What you think all of the things that a wife does?
What the fuck is in your column?
Yeah, because I would really like to see that, just in general. Like, what is that?
His fucking column's
okay,
just
it's pretty
gonna say
simple.
drink beers and ride my motorcycle.
I mean, here's the deal. Look, okay, everybody, get out your sheets right now. We're gonna write down on one side what the woman gonna do, and on the right side what the man gonna do. All right? Let's first do the women's side. Ready? Write with me. Here we go. Everything. And then on the men's column, party. All right. Thanks so much. Like, it's fucking. It's sad. It's frustrating. Tiffany.
She's gotta get the fuck out.
Get O-U-T, please, mama. All right. Let's, what else can I say? Have to be more outraged.
Also, though, I love that he was pitching him never telling her about his emotions as something that he was doing good in the relationship. He was
Right.
like, look at me. I'm such a good man. I keep everything inside. I don't tell her shit. And she has never thanked me once.
You don't have to tell anything because she watches you sweat every time you pay for something like you don't have any money. It's pretty clear. Yeah, but I give her, what do I say? Sort of the luxury of not having to have my financial anxieties be so vivid for her by being sort of deceptive. All right. No. Anyway. Let's hope they break up. Huh? I think they are because we saw this some shit. Going down on
I
Instagram
didn't see it, but people were talking about it. I think was it in the Twitch chat or was it like Discord that people were saying?
Might have been the Discord.
Discord, where people were saying that like she was posting to her IG stories, right, about how he's like a really shitty dad. I don't know. I didn't even.
Oh, he was saying some wild, like abusive shit on there. It was fucking.
I didn't.
I mean,
even
it's
see.
how you'd see these fucking people, man. It's unbelievable. His kill room may have been a giveaway. All right, well, that's it for this episode. We implore you to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at 420dayfiance, 420dayfiance. Check out the Twitch streams. They go down. Whenever you hear this episode, you can watch the shit go down, okay? And that is at twitch.tv/420dayfiance. We usually stream Mondays and Wednesdays at 4:20 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, check out the Patreon, patreon.com/420dayfiance, where you can get access to things like the vault. You can get, these look at these merch designs. Some people know from the other Twitch streams. We're out here. We're drawing our own merch. This will be coming out within the next month. You will see it. It's fantastic, as well as just generally supporting the show because we are independent. That's why you probably don't hear ads when we say let's go to break. That's just in the hopes that maybe one day we can do ads for weed or water or sunlight. We only fuck with major entities on this show.
Fire,
and that's why we have to go
water,
independent.
earth,
heart.
Yeah, those are will be the
so.
only sponsors we are accepting.
Absolutely. All right. And that's where you can find us. So please go there, check us out. And thanks to everybody who is a Patreon supporter, all the K1s. We really appreciate the support. You keep the lights on.
And you allow us to pay Brian and you allow us to pay Casey. Shout out to Brian and Casey.
Also Casey, who I think is about to get married. Shout out Casey.
Congratulations on your
Woo!
nuptials.
You know what? That's a true love bonus. TLB for some TLC that you can have while you're out there. Just enjoy it. Look at us. And I'd like to take credit for their marriage, but I can't this time. It's one of the few marriages on earth I can't take credit for, but it is what it is. All right, y'all. You can find me, Sophia Alexandra, at the Sophia, SOFIYA, on Twitter and Instagram. Also, my other podcast, Private Parts Unknown, with my co-host, Courtney Kosak. Okay, and check that out because it's a wonderful show.
And you can check me out.
Oh, also my comedy album, Father's Day. Don't forget, don't sleep on that. #1 album. Don't be stupid.
And you can check me, Miles Gray, out on Twitter and Instagram at Miles of Gray. That's Gray with an A. And you can also listen to my other podcast, The Daily Zeitgeist, with Jack O'Brien every day. And there's dope guests.
Yep. There's dope guests. There's dope everything. We love y'all so much. Thank you for listening. Until next time, just stay blessed and don't be stressed. Okay? Bye. Oh my God. Unless
You're on the motherfucking Twitch stream.
420 Day Fiance.
I broke a toilet seat by sitting on it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Did it make you feel some type of way?
It made me feel some type of way. Yeah, it did make me feel some type of way.